Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Multi-Blood Type Lumina Season 6 Finals. It is the final day. All the season has come up to this, the last day, the last four matches that we have for you. Everything first to five, and we will crown the winner, of course. There are four players here today. Three of them will go home with prizes, and then it's looking incredibly stacked. I mean, just looking at the names of Magicrider, Zephyrion, t.eap, King Rasta, three of them have made top four of the mix-up just this past weekend. But I am not going to be blabbering alone because with me is Nick V. How are you doing, and are you excited for this top four that we have today?
Oh, of course I'm excited because there's three French people in there and one from Austria, I believe. So there's going to be one hell of a set. Of course, the single Austrian player trying to be the winner, but he is up against, like you said, top three finalists of the mix-up, with t.eap at fourth, I believe. Still a very, very big accomplishment for him, as well as the other two players being a winner, of course, in there in Magicrider. The favorite of today, of course, but there's so many obstacles for him in his path to victory here as well, that we are going to see who is going to be the victor. And of course, the prizes are sponsored by LC Power and Streamplify. Check them out right now because they have a lot of cool equipment like monitors and also stream equipment. So definitely be there for them. So Rexu, we have a first match upcoming, right? Magicrider against Zephyrion.
Yes.
What are your expectations before we even interview the players?
Okay, so Magic against Zephyrion. Sadly, we couldn't really get it at the mix-up this past weekend, but damn, this is going to be very interesting. I'd have to say Magicrider will be the favorite to take it. I think Magicrider is definitely the favorite to take the whole thing. But we have seen Zephyrion level up very well. They took third place this weekend, even beating the demon in their bracket that has been t.eap. Like every time Zephyrion has played t.eap, it hasn't ended well for the Wark player. But this weekend, finally, they got their shot at revenge. So maybe this could also be the coronation that Zephyrion has been waiting for. Has been putting a lot of work in that work. And also as a backup Oko, and Oko does fairly well against Coma. Maybe an even matchup of sorts. Both characters can really get a lot of work done, mostly against each other. So I have to give the advantage to Magicrider, but barely, honestly. I'm sure that Zephyrion will be very, very hard to dispatch. But speaking about, I don't know if do we talk about the second match or do we get the interviews now?
Let's talk about the second match because there's t.eap against King Rasta first. I believe we switched the order, if I heard correctly. So t.eap against King Rasta is on your screen right now. Two very strong competitors in Europe as well. And one of them has just joined us. Welcome, King Rasta.
Hello. Hi there. You can understand me?
Yes, yeah. I can hear you loud and clear. I hope you're doing fine, first of all.
Yeah, can't complain.
I think also that is t.eap as well. Good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing fine.
Good evening. I'm doing fine.
Good to hear.
So, before the set, we're going to be doing a couple of questions. So first of all, I think let's start from t.eap, and then we can go to Ingrasta. So a brief introduction, like who are you, and something about your multi career so far.
Who am I? Like, is this like supposed to be like a personal question, or is it like as a player?
Introduction as a player.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's better as a player.
So where do I start? So I don't know if like my first fighting game was actually not an anime fighting game. I started with Pokken Tournament, basically. So and then I was just like, yeah, I don't really like this game anymore. And then I switched to Under Knights. and that's where I learned all my anime fighting game fundamentals, basically.
How do you find Under Night? Because it's very obscure, right?
Okay, so I think it was like at a time where, Rubs and Saber, the TOs for Revel, right?
Yeah.
They were like playing Under Night. I think Angel Darkstone was there too. And it kind of motivated me to play the game, basically. And then, yeah, I started playing the game, had some fun, and then eventually I got pretty good. I haven't stopped grinding the game ever since I started.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
yeah, go ahead.
2 years later, 2 years later, I played the old Melty MBACC for like a good 5 months. Stopped playing, and then Lumina came out, and then I started just grinding the game again.
And now you're here on the big stage.
Yep, well, I'm here.
All right, so let's first head over to King Rasta as well. Of course, King Rasta, introduce yourself.
So, hi, I'm King Rasta, and I've actually, for fighting games, I started back in I think it was 2007 or 2008 with Metal Blood also, but Act Cadenza back then. And I really played tons online back then in IRC and with Hamachi, and so really old stuff. And yeah, netplay was really bad back then. It's really gotten so much better, but back then I didn't really care. I just went with it. And afterwards, the next meta came out, Actors again. I played that a lot, and then I went to mainly focus on Guilty Gear Xrd for a long time. I was pretty good in that also. And with the release date I've been waiting for a next Meltblood for pretty much a very long time. And now that with Meltblood Type Lumina, at first it took me a while to get into. But I had a little break at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards I really got back into the grind, and here I am. So let's see.
Yeah, was it the shield change that brought you back?
Shield change also, and my favorite character was missing, and it took me a bit longer to get the real to really figure my character out. Let's say like this.
Who is your favorite character? Is it PCO? I know that you have a pocket PCO.
No, my favorite character isn't in the game yet. So it would be Varakia.
Yes.
When you said it isn't, I thought of Varakia.
I hope he'll come back. I hope. Now that Len is semi-announced, chances are getting better. Maybe. Let's see.
Just have to wait and see if any more content comes onto us. But speaking of tonight, your first opponent is going to be t.eap. So, what do you think about this matchup? What do you think of t.eap, and what do you think the result will be?
I think it's going to be an interesting one because we've played quite a few sets in tournaments, also a longer set, and it's always been like a back and forth. So it can really depend on how you're feeling at this day. Can be spur of the moment, then either of one of us wins. Obviously, I'll try to win today, and I also hope I win. But if it's if gets the upper hand, it wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't feel too bad about it. Let's take that like this. And also, I can say obviously, because he got mix-up grind this weekend going on, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. He just went through a big tournament with lots of strong opponents.
Ran to the ringer recently, so.
Yeah. So have you you probably have experienced a lot of top players as well. Of course, you already said you're trying to win, but on the opposite side, there's t.eap trying to win as well. And after the mix-up, how do you feel right now about this upcoming match, t.eap? Do you have any special plans on dealing with Roa?
Uh, yeah, Dante's Row is like not in my favor. I'm not gonna lie. That matchup is kind of bad for Dante. It's just like many other matchups. But so I've been working really hard on the character, and I try to cheat my way into winning victories that I that I don't really like deserve. So that's how my game plan is gonna go. But otherwise, yeah, King Rasta is a tough opponent. We've fought a few times, and I think this set is gonna be close.
Okay, so starting with King Rasta then, give us a score prediction.
Oh god. uh, it's like a first to 5, right?
Yes, first
Yeah,
of all.
Like 5-3, 5-4 along those lines. That's it.
In
Or-
favor of who?
I'll be that arrogant and say that for me.
I like
Okay.
it. I like
I
it.
see,
What about
I
you,
see.
Teeps?
I was thinking the same, like 3 to 5, but in my favor. That's the difference.
I like this a lot. I mean, honestly, being optimistic is definitely a good way to go into a match. If you just go in and say, I'm gonna lose, like, chances are you will actually lose. So, it's great to see that you both are optimistic about your matchup. So, I think that we could head into match in a bit. So,
Alright.
thank you so much
Just
for
leave the
joining
call,
us.
right? Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, unless you
for
want
having
us-
us and commentating what we're about to do here. So
It'll
Yep.
work out. At least you're not tumbleweed, right? All right. Good luck to both of you. We'll see you in the lobby in a bit, and we are about to start. In that
All right.
case, any last
Amen.
words before you start?
good
yeah,
luck,
I
have
just
fun.
wanted to. Yeah. Good luck, have fun. Just go easy on me because I don't block in this game. So
blocking does not damage after all, so it goes both ways.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. All right.
Hey, wait. You both failed. You should have said donate in the match arena. But anyway, go away.
Yeah,
Go away.
that's true.
Oh,
That's why you're here. You're just the players.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, as we said, we do have a match arena. The codes have been all claimed, thankfully. I mean, it's been like 8 weeks. It would have been a travesty if not. But if you have some spare change, be sure to donate into the prize pool as we are reading our first set. t.eap King Rasta, you can leave and prepare yourself to go into the lobby.
all right.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for this interview. See ya.
And we do also have a giveaway. It'll be on the screen real soon. It's the final week. We are partnered with LC Power, and there is this giveaway of a nice PC case. This looks fantastic. I kind of want to win.
It's honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm building my own PC right now. Like, the parts just got here while I was abroad. It could definitely, even though I already bought a case, but hey, let's not talk about that. Would definitely be a sick prize to get. A very, very interesting prize after all. And yeah, there's a giveaway for it.
Yeah, so do exclamation mark giveaway in the chat right now. You have to be in Europe to participate or at least receive the prizes. But, you know, for every single giveaway, we give away 0 other cases. But, again, the more there are Magicrider claims, the more there are donations to Magicrider, the more you make the players happy. And of course, you make Sinjul, who is in the back streaming this, happy as well. He's organizing most of this, or leading most of this at the very least. And please make sure that everything here has the next season.
Hey, what question though? What the hell are that? Is that color on t.eap Stantes? I've never seen that color. I think is it? That's definitely not the red though.
That's a spicy clown outfit, I would say.
the Mac Dantes has actually reached us as well.
Well, this is like a different breed. He has like this Serena, the Pokemon trainer, the hat of her. And then whatever is beneath that, I have no clue. It's it's one of those one of those little trolls that when you squeeze them, the hair grows.
The ones you attach to the pencils at the end.
I think so.
I used to collect them so much. They were like in Witos or whatever. But yeah, we are readying for our first to 5 of the day. The winner of this is guaranteed second place. So either a monitor or a power supply is potentially up for grabs in this one. And we are into it. It's damn, the colors look nice though in game. It's not that bad to be fair.
Yeah, it's the parrot from from a drink.
Yeah, true.
It's I have no clue what the English word is. It's a parrot against whatever, a hedgehog, of course. Parrot versus hedgehog matchups, but it's the hedgehog winning out, going into the air. That's the airspace of this parrot, but not anymore. So we get pinned down onto the ground. Of course, we go for a mix-up. It's just a grab. And overhead. Those are very low overhead. Actually, I don't think t.eap was able to block it anyways, but that time he did. And let's see how King Rasta is going to finish this off. Got a little bit chip damage, but the heat is there into the kneels and finishing the round.
The raw classic, getting heated into 2-1-4B, the lightning bolt. King Rasta gets a very confident round number 1. And again, catches t.eap incoming. This seems to be a very good amount of damage. Spend the Mudar to make sure to confirm. Look at the damage as well. 4.6k, it's still going on. Sets up the left line, goes with the overhead, cannot confirm. A little bit unfortunate for King Rasta, but it's still a huge life lead for the Austrian as t.eap gets a grab. Ooh, goes for a stagger. 2A after 2A, and then the lobby dies.
We got hit. So what I think I will do now is I will start Melty right now. I will save this lobby like my old school tech. The moment I join, replays will never die.
Famous last words, chat. You heard them.
Let me get that. So these two are still in battle. Of course, this is a graphical glitch that we know about. It's been here since the start of the game. It's basically when you kind of spike below the 60 FPS on a timing where you need to rebuffer the replay, it can cut out because you miss the frame and it cannot buffer further, or it cannot play further. So let me see.
It looks like they are playing, so the lobby didn't. Okay.
Yeah, the lobby didn't crash. It's definitely the replay bug. So which is why I am going to join the lobby as well.
All right. So of course it was a very strong start from King Rasta, but it looks like t.eap's. I mean, by the duration of this, I'm suspecting that t.eap's actually won the second round. So we may even be into an actual third round while these two players are duking it out. Of course, first to 5. So plenty of room for the loser of this first match. Oh no. Rasta just disappeared. And now t.eap's disappeared as well. We're being ghosted.
No, Jewel. You don't have to quit the lobby. They can still be in your lobby. I just have to be there to make sure the buffer of the replay will happen. So in that case, it doesn't really matter if you drop below the 60 FPS. As long as one person can do it. Click. All right. Let me actually mute my game. Alright, that works.
Did the game actually finish? Okay, yeah. King Rasta actually took game 1.
Okay.
So King Rasta will have the first game in the bag, but it's obviously still game one. And in these long sets as well, taking early games is very important, but it is not everything. In the first two, taking the first game may prove to be vital because you can change your approach, but in first to fives, it feels like the first sets, while they do matter, they give out very valuable information, which, given the duration of the first to five, could go all the way to 9 games. If your opponent is better at adapting than you, then it's going to be very rough. So we'll see. And t.eap is definitely a monster at adapting. Let's see if there's going to be any different if King Rasta will stop t.eap from doing the adaptation. Of course, Dantes and Dra are actually have lore in between them. That's not in Melty, but in FGO, but still King Rasta off to another fantastic start. Carrying over the momentum from that first game, gets a throw in the corner, already almost 50% life lead. There it is right now, just 20 seconds on the clock, and it's still uninterrupted pressure from King Rasta.
Yeah, of course, starting with the needle full screen. We're going back to footsies, of course. Both of them kind of have poke, but not enough, and the heating in the face of King Rasta is not the best plan you can have, because he usually punishes it, as you see right now, and not just by a little bit. At least 4k. We DP on wake up, no conversion off of it though, but we grab anyway. t.eap figuring out how to move against King Rasta. Had a fatal counter there, but it was a little... There wasn't enough hit stun on it, but there we go. There is enough hit stun when it's the last hit.
Come on!
Alright, I'm gonna stream because mine is still happening. Click. It will be 720p though.
Okay. Right.
Let me get the... I'll try to do some radio shoutcasting.
Alright. So that is King Rasta carrying all the way, misses the air throw, and t.eap can capitalize, gets some damage on the board. A very good life lead for t.eap. But it's still the first round went to King Rasta right there.
Oh, t.eap finally finds the hit there, and it's going to be the last hit as well. t.eap finishing a round for himself. I hope the stream already sees this. Oh, not yet. In the back, Sinjuel's working very hard so he can get the replay live right now. Oh!
Radio commentary. Oh! Command grab on wake up from t.eap. Going to be evening up the life lead. But King Rasta will now have 3 more bars of magic circuits. Catches the back dash though. Very good. 2A, 2C. And carrying almost all the way to the corner. Let's see if there's the X. No, sets up the safe jump. Pushes Rasta towards the corner. t.eap in the life lead. Baits out the heat as well. This should be a very good punish. Not going to be merely enough damage to kill. Wait, that's... Okay, should be spent 1 bar. Still not enough, but all the meter from King Rasta has gone away. Beautiful tech on the throw though from King Rasta. Moondrive spent from the Austrian. The lasers snipe the needle, and t.eap just like that evens up the set. And it's 1 game apiece.
I'm getting mixed up because on one hand I have lobby music and the other hand I have my stream open. Alright, let's go. I just fixed it for myself. As you said, it's tied up right now. Essentially, it's the first to 4 right now because remember, this is a first to 5. It is a single elimination bracket. There will be a match for 3rd place, but of course these 2 players are fighting as hard as they can to be in the finals.
He's stuck in the loading screen.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
I will.
See, Sinjuel and Rasta should have come to mix up, and we should have played the finals there. Offline.
Yeah, we should have. Let me quickly Alt F4 the game, because this will take a long time. Let me rehost it. Click, 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 click.
Hopefully, these issues will just be at the start. Let's see how will it proceed. But it is 1 game apiece, t.eap and King Rasta. King Rasta looks to be more in control of the pacing of this set so far, and has been really putting work to be the most dominant, I'd say, player throughout. But t.eap is replying very well. Has adjusted a little bit to accommodate the aggression from King Rasta and use it to his own advantage, and was able to hit back. And we are tied at 1 game apiece. So immediately a close set, but these sets could go like 1-1, and then someone just drags away, and it becomes a 4-1, 5-1 lead in the matter of a couple of games. So of course you can never just relax and just let your opponent take a single game or round even away from you, because that momentum can be converted so well by these extremely talented players that 1 round too many could be GG's already.
All right, Jill, you can give them the go-ahead when you are ready to stream this game. All I have to do is keep the game running. So, of course, we've seen a good back and forth between these two players, between t.eap and King Rasta. The Roa doing a lot of damage, I feel like, and t.eap's having to constantly adapt to what Roa is doing. But he does manage to clutch it out always. He's very good in the scramble, and King Rasta is very good at creating scramble. So in that case, it's like a very fun matchup between these two, where they constantly adapt to each other.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head, I think. I'd say. And let's see if game 3 will be different, though. We have seen t.eap in the last game really trying to stop King Rasta from starting any offense. So we'll just have to wait and see if t.eap will still continue to suffocate King Rasta, because when King Rasta gets started, it's so hard to pin him down. As those lasers going, good shield on the jump in and the throw as well. t.eap starting off with a minimal life lead. Oh, this spacing that was so clean. Dash in just a little to bait the button. Not able to get a full combo, however, and Rasta gets off unscathed, but there's the laser confirmed with the EX, with the charge, and t.eap once again on the charge, and unblockable setup. Not going to be enough to kill, but will leave King Rasta and a final guess for game.
Yeah, of course, it could be a guess, but he could also just heat, but does not opt to do it. Wanted to block the mix-up, but no, it was a fade back. Same side overhead. There's no way to block that. You just have to anticipate it almost. Let's go. Chucking out some needles. Lightning barely not reaching t.eap. t.eap tried to find a way in, did not happen. Now has the upper hand in the neutral, of course. These double hitting neutrals buttons are so good. You always have to make sure that even if the first hit whiffs, the second has to whiff as well. King Rasta trying to get out of this corner right now, but t.eap has very good pressure going. There we go, BC to clash through t.eap's multiple hitting move and overtakes this game instantly. Life leads not really there anymore, both with 3 meter. DP went wide, and that is absolutely what King Rasta was hoping for. Went for the safe jump, and there we go. Spends a meter for the hard knockdown. No whiffs, and t.eap's out.
See though, t.eap's going back in.
Wait,
oh my god!
Issues. This is connection issues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this was King Rasta. This is not my fault. This was not my fault. That was King Rasta.
Man, this sucks.
It does. Yeah, what can you say about that? This is very unfortunate because I think he was so mad at dropping the combo, he actually kicked the router. Because as you know, the closer you are to your router, the better the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is okay if you're close to the router. Damn, King Rasta actually willing to give up game 3 because it was from their end. It was a spike from King Rasta's end. It's like very, very, very sportsmanship, very sportsmanlike from King Rasta. t.eap's offering to redo it as well. So shout outs to both players, honestly, very good sportsmen. willing to run it back, perhaps. Let's see what the final verdict will be, but it looks like both players are going to be replaying this third game of the set. A little bit of a bumpy start, but hopefully it does not reflect the remainder of today, because it was it's very promising. Like, we have 4 amazing sets. Of course, we have 2 semifinals, and then final for third place, which will award the third place prize, of course, which is a simplified mic plus tripod and a share of the €125 prize pool, not including match arena, which is standing at €22. So if you want to chip in, just saying, go ahead. And then we will have, of course, the grand final, the last set. First and second place will be decided. First place will bag a LC Power 27-inch 144Hz monitor, and second place will get a power supply from LC Power as well, plus shares of the prize pool. So I mean, prize is definitely worth fighting for. And okay, looks like we have awarded the game to t.eap, so it's 2-1. So to just to eliminate any what do you call it, like, uncertainties, TO stepping in. I mean, it is the rule nowadays that if you DC, you have to forfeit the game. So I think it makes sense to carry over with this as well. So it's 2-1 for t.eap's. Let's see if King Rasta will try to immediately equalize, as t.eap's starting off immediately well, catching the air dash after it from King Rasta as well. And this is such a good start for t.eap's. Already 50% life lead for the Frenchman.
Yeah, of course. Now we'll be seeing a shield. I was expecting a moon drive just to make sure the safe jump was going to not be that safe anymore, but t.eap's easily finds a hit, drops the round-winning combo. That's not what you want to do here, t.eap's. That's going to hurt your mental, but t.eap's mentally very strong player. King Rasta went for the DP in the air, trying to see if t.eap's was going to do anything about it, but nope. The shield is grabbed. t.eap's gets his first round of this game, number 4, and now King Rasta trying his hardest to fight back, find that round for him as well, as he does here. At least he finds the corner and pushes t.eap's in there, and that is exactly where you want him as Roa, because Roa's staggers are so strong.
Yeah, even his rebeats are very, very strong. Can pressure for hours, as t.eap's finds a way to escape the corner, but King Rasta makes him pay for it. Good combo as well. Going to be going 4K with the EX 4.5, dragging all the way to the other side, setting up a safe jump. But oh no! Wake up arc drive from t.eap's, and that will definitely turn the round a little bit on its head, giving the momentum to t.eap's, who goes up for a dash up grab. Pressure once again, the stagger pressure, and a fantastic confirm for t.eap's. Will not give the life lead to the Dantes player, but will still put King Rasta in a guess situation, as it's still big whiff on that 3C. Good shield on the needle. Oh, but fantastic reply. The shield A after the BC. King Rasta gets a round back, and still plenty of resources for the Austrian. This is very much doable for King Rasta.
Yeah, of course, you saw t.eap's instantly going for heat baits right there, and King Rasta was very aware after it was tried the first time, went for the punish, but there we go. t.eap's finds a hit in this third game of the round of the game. There we go, spending 1 meter for a nice little Oki. Ooh, with the grab, because he was still in the invincibility frames of the wake up. You cannot grab in the first couple of frames when someone wakes up. And there we go. King Rasta instantly overtakes the game. Of course, there we go. We talked about the staggers earlier, and he's definitely abusing them. Went for the 2A, but it whiffed because King Rasta was already in the air. t.eap's getting punished for that little risk he took. It's not a very big risk, but the risk is still there, and King Rasta just showed it off. There we go, using the moon drive for optimal staggers, using the needle. It was very, very well done. The moon drive from t.eap's himself to see it coming, but King Rasta just finds a way in. t.eap's almost out of heat and just merely avoided the air unblockable.
Very, very scary right there for Teeps. Excellent shield as well, but tried to back the shot of trouble, but got caught by the IAD from King Rasta. Drops the combo though, but it's still both players very low on life, but King Rasta, fantastic 2-1-4B to get the hit and then converting into Arc Drive to level things up again. It is 2 apiece, and now it is a tournament set, a first to 3, a winners finals of choice. I mean, you can basically call this a winners finals for today's card. So very, very interesting, very balanced as well. Like, it feels like the rounds themselves are not that hard fought, but they are still very much to and fro. Both players are enjoying some very good rounds, to be honest. So could go either way so far, as Teeps gets to confirm on the laser, pushes King Rasta to the corner, and again gets a very good hit. Not a lot of damage, but still time to pressure, and Teeps opens King Rasta once again.
Yep, of course, this will be a one-touch situation. There's 2 meters on deck. Wait, nah, there's no way he kills here. Oh,
Eesh!
he does. Will it kill? Yes, it will. 4 meters on deck for King Rasta, though. And he had... Oh, that was such a beautiful confirm. It's just a little sad that he didn't actually get something from it. The lightning hitting Teeps out of the sky there. Very fortunate. Oh, I got hit. 1 in chat, you got hit. That was crazy. All right, getting a huge combo here as well. Suddenly, it's just a 3-touch game. Has 3 meter on deck. If he would hit Teeps right there, that would be just get a arc drive finish to kill him off. This time, not sure if he will be able to build it. He's barely there. Yeah, just goes for the throw into the hot knockdown. Goes for a couple of overheads, and there we go. Staggers into the low shield. It's not gonna happen. Shield B is going to cut his head off. Luckily, he's a vampire, so he will just live. But there we go. Teeps still has a long way to go if he wants to win this game.
Oh, but it definitely starts with 1. There's a second hit as well. Teeps getting the air throw. No, goes for the EX. Sets up another left-right. Dantes has very ambiguous left-right. Moon drive to be able to guess correctly, but it's still Teeps on the charge and then charging out of there. Good shield on the needle. Not enough to kill though. No moon drive available for Teeps. There it is now. Couldn't really cash it in with the laser. 1-touch situation, 1 grab could kill both of these players. Dashes over the laser and the boot right in Teeps' mouth. As King Rasta equalizes once again. It is 2 games apiece, 1 round apiece. Who will take this 5th game? King Rasta starts off very well and has 4 bars as well. This could be a lot of damage for King Rasta. Backdash on the throw. Fantastic reshield though, and is able to get the hit. And Teeps now in the advantage.
Yeah, of course, both of these players fighting for their lives right now, because remember, both of them said it's going to be 5-3 in my favor. It means that whoever is going to win, whoever is going to lose this game has to win 3 in a row. Let's see if they can make it happen. But first, let's see who is going to win this game. Went for the backdash, but the other combo follow-up actually got it. Teeps is not ready to convert off of it. There is the blood heat. Anything you throw at him, if there's a shield, of course, there will be major damage on you. Good backdash to avoid the overhead. You went for a safe jump and you got grabbed. Teeps loves doing it. If Teeps has 3 meter, you do not press anything. You do not jump. You stay on the ground until he does something, and then you try to jump away. That's all you can do. All right, went for the beam to make himself safe. BCDP. And there we go, getting the beam in the air. Teeps getting a very, very well fought lead here, and very, very important as well. Because again, as I said, as the players said, it will be 5-3 in my favor. They both said it. So, King Rasta, let's show if you can win 3 in a row. Let's see it.
It was a very good arc drive from Teeps right there. Placed it so well. King Rasta did not expect it at all. So we'll just have to wait and see if the comeback will actually happen. King Rasta starts off very well, looking to even the setup. Once again, no one has had more than a game lead so far in this set. Shield B, and then the with DP. King Rasta maybe panicking a little bit, playing into Teeps' hand. There's the EX spin, setting up a left, right. The cape will make it more ambiguous. Oh, double jump in the air. Goes same side into the grab. Maybe another one. Nope. Pushes King Rasta to the corner. Moondrive spin to keep safe, and the pressure will still continue. 2-2-C. Tries to bait something out perhaps, but King Rasta, very calm, collected. And once again though, has to block, cannot block it all. And t.eap opening King Rasta up. One more bad guess. Good vertical jump though. And King Rasta once again steals the momentum.
Yeah, of course, t.eap with another heat. Trying to get some health back. He is barely in the lead right now, but chip damage will be a factor now. Of course, there's still 30 seconds left, but against these two players, it is only 30 seconds left as t.eap gets a hit. Look at the damage as well. Cleanly takes down King Rasta here in the first round of this game. And now King Rasta looking kind of less comfortable, I would say, because I'm not sure if I'm correct here, but it looks like t.eap has the mental advantage right now. Going for the mix-up, King Rasta respects it completely, not going for a DP or anything. t.eap with an easy opening him up right there, goes for it again, waits until King Rasta doesn't respect it anymore, and King Rasta just said, I had enough. Let me play this game as well. I'm done being P2.
See though, because King Rasta, once again, manages to find an opening. There's the EX needle, a little bit of a charge in the corner. Sets up the save jump. Once again with the IADs. t.eap has shown that they can block them very well. Tries to challenge this time, but Rasta jumps over the 2A. Once again, we are in a final round situation. It is game 6, and this is very, very important. t.eap could go 2 games up, and King Rasta can equalize the set. Big drop though from t.eap, letting King Rasta off the leash a little bit without a lot of damage, but King Rasta does not forgive. Sending in the lightning once again, carrying towards the corner, setting up another left-right.
Nice.
Tries to go for the spike and catches t.eap moving around. Very smart from King Rasta, and finds another hit as well.
So what I've been seeing is, oh, what a great 5A to punish King Rasta, challenging the Moondrive there. And let's see how he's going to deal with it. t.eap with the heat. And into the needle, gets a hit here, and this might be the end of it. There's 3 meters on deck. You have to just spend it now. And that is King Rasta tying it up. It's 3-3.
It's neck and neck. Both players, like, the first few games, it felt like the players were just having very dominant rounds. But now, as this set goes by, it is the 7th game in the set, and the rounds are now being very, very contested, going left and right, even in the single rounds, not just entire games. So let's see who'll be the one to once again break the deadlock. Whoever breaks the deadlock will have just one more game left to win. So a very, very important game up for grabs in this one. Good shield, the shield A whiffs, but t.eap is still able to get the laser to confirm with the EX as well. And once again, working towards getting a good life lead. King Rasta's defense so far holding on tightly. That challenge was phenomenal as well. And just like that, t.eap will be on the receiving end of this, and even more.
Yeah, let's see how he's going to deal with it. Went for the shield into the shield B follow-up. It hit King Rasta in the back as he tried his own shield. Expecting maybe the shield A, but just trying to react too fast against it. Okay, went for the mix-up, but it was a heat bait as well. t.eap is the master of baiting heat, and he shows it off right now. No more meter for King Rasta. That's a very bad start for round number 2, especially if you're like losing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, the moon meter though will be potentially able to do some adjustments to that, as Rasta though starts off the round very well. Jumps over the laser, nowhere unblockable. Smart moonshot from t.eap, but Rasta had already landed as we're pushing towards the left corner. Once again, 3C into laser, and the EX sets up once again the left, right, and goes same side once again. Has always gone same side. What an escape from King Rasta! Catches it to the lightning. Unfortunately, no confirm on that, but catches t.eap once again, pressing 2A, trying to interrupt but only ended up being booted to the face. King Rasta, potentially last guess, but DP on wake up from Tips sets up another left-right, tries to go once again, same side. King Rasta though, he's the grab, and now has to defend in the corner. 2 bars available for both players, but King Rasta is cashing in with a huge starter. That's going to be another round from King Rasta. What was the last time we did not have a round number 3? This is so important. The winner of this will have just one more game left to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of them playing out of their minds. And the thing that I wanted to touch on was that now that t.eap has 3 meters, this next Oki, he will most likely go for a safe jump, but then also go for like the double jump to avoid the potential grab, right? There we go, using the DP to dodge it.
Okay, that was godlike.
I saw him doing it last match. It worked out for him this time. Got hit by the arrow blockable this time though. That will be kind of a coin toss between these 2 players on that same Oki. If t.eap goes and gets his 3-bar meter again, but like in that case, will it be an arrow blockable versus will it be the grab?
Damn. Tried to go for the big challenge, but Moondrive saving t.eap right there, spending the last little bit of Moon, but just like that, King Grass has 4 bars on Magic Circuits, sends in the Needle, sends in the Arc Drive as well, and sends himself in the advantage. It is 4 games to 3 for the Austrian, takes the lead right where it matters the most, because now the pressure will be on t.eap, of course. King Rasta sitting in the advantage after being behind for all of the set, pretty much. And let's see if King Rasta will actually be able to make it count, or will the count actually turn around and level this up. Fatal counter, no confirm, and t.eap once again immediately bites back.
Oh, the count, the round. Is he going to mount? Yeah, he is with the overhead. And there we go. t.eap enjoying this little damage because he absolutely needs it. Being 1 game behind King Rasta. There we go. Trying to quickly even it up. I think he can kill. I think he will kill here. Using his meter. Getting a hood perfect here. That's exactly how you want to start this.
Yeah, pretty much just 1 round now, separating both of these players. King Rasta, though, still, of course, on the set point. Beautiful DP from t.eap. Dispatching the air from King Rasta, but the shield BC from the Austrian once again hits the mark. That's going to be plenty of damage. Chooses to not spend the bar, sets up a left-right. There's the 4 BC, though, and then catches another hit. Spends the EX to confirm. Once again, should be very good damage. The air throw, of course, another safe job, and t.eap now in the corner, but t.eap not deterred to press buttons. Fantastic 2A, and takes back the turn and the initiative, and sets up also another layer of Oki. Will he go same side again? No, goes cross up, but still King Rasta blocked it. Very good reflexes, but there's the Arc Drive cashed in from the Moondrive, excuse me. Still won't be able to kill. Fantastic spacing though. King Rasta gets the hit baited. And we are heading to a final game. The game 9 that we are all expecting from this set. Both players with their predictions of the mark. But it is going to be a 5-4 last game. t.eap or King Rasta. Who's going to take it?
You know, I think that was the very first game where it did not go to round number 3.
Yes.
And of course, yeah, and t.eap just got 2 rounds in a row. So he definitely has the... Never mind. He doesn't have it going in his favor. It's King Rasta just saying, nope, I will even out the odds. I will be the one who's going to get the first win. Again, just afraid of t.eap's wake-up option. But this time he did not have 3 meters, so I think the safe jump would simply be a good option there. Of course, we're just being forced to block here. King Rasta with the red little shoes. Dunked into the ground. There we go. Blood.
Moondrive activation though being minus. Getting caught by it. Oh, clashes still t.eap. So in the advantage. I'm going to be bashing it up. This should be the round 2-2C to end it. Raging Storm and raging into set point for the first time is t.eap. King Rasta now with a monumental task of winning 2 rounds straight in a row, but This could be where it starts. Beautiful punish after the laser. Did not hit the mark from Teeps. And King Rasta goes in left, right. Tries to go for the EX. Excellent patience and punish though from Teeps. A little bit of a charge and then going back in. Fantastic shield though. But King Rasta re-shielding. A pesky habit right there and Teeps exploiting it to the best of manners. Trying to get something away and catches King Rasta, and this will leave the Austrian in a final guess for game. The cursed left right in the corner. No, does not go for it. Actually, still King Rasta living, but there's the moon drive spent. King Rasta, there's the heat, hits the mark, and Teeps may not have actually won this just yet.
Right, King Rasta finally escaping the corner. Of course, his heat was basically nullified by getting hit by Teeps. There we go. Finally does not use his shield after Teeps shields, and it works out for him as he gets a hit here. Very important for him. Of course, his meter is low. His moon drive is kind of filled, but he gets hit there. We get a BC from Teeps, and we get a win from Teeps. And it is him who will move on to the grand finals to face one of the next opponents. Of course, very valiant play between these two. It went back and forth, but man, Rexu, what a game that was.
That was fantastic set, neck and neck. Like, both players giving it their all. But at the end, it is Teeps who comes out on top. Clutch game number 9 right there. It felt like it was escaping from his grasp as well, getting that 2A not confirmed, and then King Rasta with the IAD catching a combo, but it was not meant to be. Teeps had too much of a life lead right there to drop this game. Very, very strong showing from Teeps, and we're guaranteed a French top 3. I mean, France is very strong in multi-blood, and they keep on showing it once again. With Teeps now in today's final, guaranteed second place, and Teeps will and King Rasta, excuse me, going to be playing for third place now in not the next set, but the one after it. But speaking of the next set, we will get Magicrider and Zephyrion going to be squaring off against each other. This is going to be a phenomenal set. What's your prediction actually, Nick? Before we get the players for the interviews.
Ooh, I think it will be a very difficult one because Zephyrion definitely has potential upset, but then there's Magicrider, who is of course one of the most scary people to face, and we'll see. We'll see if Zephyrion has what it takes.
Sadly, they don't have what it takes to remain in the voice chat though, because they left.
At least Magicrider's here. With Spotty Len, our resident translator.
What translator?
Yeah.
Okay, that was bad.
It was actually pretty good.
Can I leave?
Damn. Len, I have a question for you as well.
Yeah.
When are you back on commentary?
I'll see. Honestly, I really want to focus as a player recently, so I'm trying to get better. But I'll see. I promise.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something. Okay, Zephyr's here. I'm gonna shut up now.
Well, you're not going to shut up because you're going to be translating for the players. So the first question I basically have for both of these players. Let's start with Magicrider. Can you introduce yourself as a player?
Bah oui, je parle. Du coup, j'ai commencé les jeux de baston quand j'étais tout petit. Mon premier jeu de baston, ça a été Guilty Gear XX sur PS2. Et le truc, c'est que j'étais... Tu veux traduire
Peut-être au fur et à mesure, comme ça j'en ai pas trop à traduire.
Ok, excuse-moi.
Yeah, so he started as a little kid. His first game was actually Guilty Gear XX on PS1, you said PS2?
C'était PS2.
PS2.
Et en fait, après ça, j'ai continué à jouer aux jeux de combat. C'est mon frère qui m'a introduit à ça. Et j'ai joué à plein de jeux de combat de façon casu. Mais vu que j'étais trop jeune, je pouvais pas me déplacer. Du coup, je faisais pas de compétition à l'époque.
So his older brother actually introduced him to some more fighting games. He was still very young, so he couldn't travel for them. And yeah.
Et du coup, et puis voilà. Et puis mon premier jeu compétitif, vraiment, ça a été Street Fighter V. Et c'était un âge où je pouvais commencer à bouger, tout ça. Et après ça, j'ai arrêté pour diverses raisons. Et quand Melty est sorti, c'était vraiment le coup de cœur. Et je me suis vraiment mis à fond dans le jeu, quoi.
So his first competitive game was actually Street Fighter V. Then he took a break for various reasons, but when Tight Lumina came out, that was just love at first sight, and he started. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything. We all know.
Yeah, we definitely all know how good Magicrider is. Of course, the master of all characters. But on the opposite side, there is a true master of one character, Zephyrion. How are you doing? Can you introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. So pretty much like Magic, I used to play fighting games ever since I was little. But the first game I really played seriously was actually BlazBlue Continuum Shift. Yeah, I know, I'm old. So I started playing this game like seriously actually, because I really fell in love with it. And from then on, I pretty much played a bunch of other fighting games. The ones I played the most are probably Xrd and Under 19 Birth, and then Melty, of course. And those are the games that I pretty much love the most and that I want to get good at. So that's about it, I think.
French bread would be French breading.
Yep.
Baguette. But yeah, of course, like I think as Zephyrion said, the more you love a game, the more you're kind of like invested into getting better into it, and honestly, two very fine examples of that in the next set, and then voice chat with us as well. So okay, so now that you have told us who you are, starting with Zephyrion now to go back. Tell us your opponent, or your opinion on your opponent, and a prediction on what the score will be and in favor of whom.
I'm gonna just say I'm 99% screwed, most likely, but I have hope. I'm gonna bank on the 1% chance of maybe hopefully winning, but it's most likely gonna be me losing all my games, or maybe winning one at most. Let's pray. We gotta do our best.
Damn. Okay. So Magic. What's your opinion on Zephyrion and maybe a score as well?
Alors, sur le papier, je gagne, c'est sûr, mais après, en réalité, c'est loin d'être si facile que ça. Contre Zephy, ça peut... Je peux gagner 5-0 comme je peux gagner 5-4, ça peut être vraiment serré.
I heard 5-0. I'm pretty
Same.
Yeah, on paper, he wins. Pretty confident, but against Zephyrion, he can go like either 5-0 or 5-4.
Okay.
It's never sure. It's never sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank both of you so much for being here. Any last words before we go into the matches?
Give a prayer for me and for my soul. That's about it.
I will.
Zephy's a legendary down player, remember?
Of course, Magicrider, do you have any last words to your opponent, maybe?
On va essayer de se prendre le moins de J7BC possible.
G7BC.
Of course, thank you so much to both of you. Please head to the lobby. The invite link is one I posted, so make sure you click that one, and then we can go into the lobby. So you can leave voice, and we'll see you in game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Spot, you should. Zephy, you should have replied to 2B, but yeah, whatever.
Of course,
Okay.
also thank you so much to Spottyland for the translations.
Yes.
Very much appreciated.
100%. Omelette du fromage. That stuff always makes me think of Dexter's Level 3. But yeah, we're getting the players into the lobbies. Zephyron's already there with white work. And
It's
I mean,
the FGO Shiki, the 5-star Shiki.
5-star Shinki.
Blah blah blah. Ryoji.
Oh, Ryogi.
Ryogi.
Okay, fair enough. That's yeah. It kind of resembles her, but she's more like in the bulky mode. Anyway, wait. Oh,
Foichi,
Okay.
yes.
This is very interesting if Magic actually goes with Mario. Of course, Magic sealed the mix-up with Mario, but for people who are into the scene, they know very well that Magic and that both Magic and Zephyrion are potentially the two best Marios in the region. So Zephyrion definitely knows their stuff when it comes about Mario, so it's going to be very interesting. Of course, maining a character does not mean that you know how to play against that character. So this knowledge may be exploited right now by Magicrider, or maybe even used to Zephyrion's advantage to take a strong start to this set. Maybe if Zephyrion takes a couple of games, Magicrider will switch, but just have to wait and see what happens. Zephyrion and Magicrider's second set of this finals, and immediately Magicrider starts off very, very strongly. That's going to be some good damage. Mario finally has relevant damage, and immediately sets up the OK, tries to go for a left-right, but blocks for Zephyrion in the meantime.
Yeah, of course, forced to block wherever you are setting up a left-right mix, but Zephyrion knowing exactly how to escape it, using 7 BC to escape the pressure, going for some projectiles. If there's any nuns coming his way, the projectiles will take care of them. Of course, getting a hit there, dropping the combo, getting the hit back again, and he does not drop this combo. You'll never do it. Alright, time for Oki. Went for the left into the low, but both of them using BC to escape the pressure and of course making the option safe that you just used. And there we go. Zephyrion finding a way in once again. Has 3 meter on deck. Does not spend it all for the kill. Definitely wants to retain it. Oh! Wanted to kill, but barely didn't happen.
Still though, Magicrider living on a pixel. There's a grab as well after the hit. There's the Oki. One more wrong guess though. Could give the round for Magicrider. Zephyrion trying to navigate. Runs under the ring. But spends the EX as well. A lot of chip damage. 15 seconds on the clock. The DP though from Zephyrion. 236C. May not be the best DP in the game, but Zephyrion uses it very, very well. We've seen also Zephyrion starting to use that more and more recently, and in better usage as well. So very interesting to see Zephy immediately in round number 1 winning the round even with that, as Magicrider once again starts off really strong, pressuring with the nuns. Beautiful 4 BC to catch Magicrider trying to move a little bit. Couple of rings with shield on the jump, could have punished, but still the reshield time after time, and it's still Zephyrion getting the advantage. Spends the EX to get the hard knockdown, no metering, but instead goes for the double air dash. Good defense so far from Magicrider.
Yep, of course, keeping up the pressure. Zephyrion using BC, but wow, what a nice hit from Magicrider using the BC skill. Now trying to jump in, he does so, but he is not having the advantage. It is Zephyrion taking it over, getting a trade there with the nun, of course. But there we go, using the recovery frames after the shield to get the hit here. Has 4 meters on deck, spending 1, going for the arc drive finish. And there we go, evening up the round. It does mean that Magicrider has 0 meter in this game, but he's also a character that can zone very well. As we see right there, picking up the confirm full screen. Only Mario can do this. But we don't talk about Flaw.
No flaws in top 4, so we can't talk about him. Oh, okay, good catch on the ring. Both characters actually have very good ranged tools so far. Magicrider been making the best uses of those, spending the last bar they had as well. Good lively, but Zephyrion sits on the moon meter. The air unblockable, fantastic setup from the Warg player. So I think the damage as well. EX 3.8k, a little bit of a charge, goes for a left-right, but Magicrider is not baited. This is still doing the damage. Going to be spending a bar perhaps. The side switch into a second side switch to get the corner situation access and to throw one more correct guess. And Magicrider does not allow Zephyrion to escape the corner. Game 1 goes to Magicrider, but as Magicrider said, it could end very one-sided or very balanced. Game number 1 was very, very balanced. It felt like Zephyrion was in control of pretty much half of the set, And especially after the third round, it looked like Magicrider started to snowball a little bit. Zephyrion immediately fights back, starting off with a good starter. Cannot get a full confirm, but still 4 BC to backdash on the blowback edge 5B. It was very scary, but Magicrider's sense of positioning is honestly almost unparalleled.
Yeah, there was some shades of Ultra Instinct right there. Just no using your mind, just using your pure reactions to dodge it. There we go. You had to dodge that one though. No instinct there. As Zephyrion jumps in, gets a hit, and potentially is going to take the round on the first Oki. Luckily though, it was shielded into the shield B with instantly punished by Magicrider. Very good awareness on the game state right there. Using the meter, went for a soft mix-up. Oh, stole the corner.
Very sneaky stuff right there from Magicrider. Spends the EX as well. Spends the heat to regenerate some very valuable life. Moondrive spent 6 BC into the R drive. What a huge read though from Magicrider. Expected something from Zephyrion, maybe a little bit of panic. There's the 1-4 though from Zephyrion, dashes in the entire. What the hell was that kicking work while she was midair? Getting a fatal and around as well. What a ballsy challenge from Magicrider. Did not expect that coming. I was sure that Zephy would get a little bit of extra pressure right there.
Yep, Magicrider, of course, a little bit of risk taking is definitely what he wants, because you cannot be the best player in the world without some risk. Alright, trying to show off his Oki, simply a safe jump. Zephyrion has no reason to use anything yet. Oh! That was unfortunate for the Nun, just sniped instantly. Went for a shield. On the full screen, recovery got hit, and now Magicrider picks up another combo. Has meter to get a little Oki here. Of course, went for the axe, but it is a unwinnable situation, especially when you use your blood heat there. Easy kill for Magicrider going up 2-0 here.
A middle charge in the middle of the combo as well. Style points acquired, and it's 2-0. For Magicrider, already a bigger lead than we had in the entire previous set. And if game 1 was quite close, I think that... Okay, game 2 started off quite well for Zephyrion, but Magicrider just stormed ahead and got a very good 1.5 round to get the second game. A drop from Zephyrion will not help his chances, but still able to get a throw. Drops the combo as well, making maybe some nerves acting up for Zephyrion right here. And the shield BC from Magicrider, fantastic stuff right there. Once again, turning the tide and taking the corner back.
Yeah, escaping instantly using Moondrive to make sure that he knows exactly what Magicrider is doing. Of course, Magicrider finds a way in using the nuns. There we go, 7 BC, inshallah. And now Zephyrion is going for a little block string. Magicrider tried to find the gap using the Moondrive, did not find it, and gets hit eventually. 2 meters on deck left right now for the last Oki situation. Zephyrion in a huge life lead. Will you take the round though? No, you will simply trade with the Nun. And now you are going to get punished. Of course, this is the Church against the Vampire. Holy water on deck. There it is, recovering some life. We got some clawing, of course, to do. They're very sharp. 3 meters on deck. You probably have to spend them to get a kill. Does not opt for it. Drops a combo using the BC skill after, but then slaps the child. The corner's right there.
Be gone, child! Says Mark as Zephyrion gets around on the board. A very good round from Zephyrion right there. Some nerves at the start, but then able to acclimatize. And ooh, fantastic catch right there as well. The IAD getting a combo, hard knockdown as well. Into the 5A. Staggered a little bit as well, maybe trying to wait for a jump out from Magic. 2.8k damage. The ring whip, baiting the shield. And there's going to be a lot of damage. Zephyrion putting Magicrider in a final guess for game. There is still bot on deck. Beautiful Moondrive right there. The shield is even out of range, but Zephyrion still able to get the punish. And an incredibly convincing game number 3 ending with a perfect as well. If we thought that Magicrider will just run away with this, we were completely wrong. Zephyrion is still in here, knocking on the door and not letting Magicrider run away with it.
The BP tech, let's go. Alright. I'm sorry, that's laugh.
You left me speechless. Let's see those. Zephyrion, EX, the 5A on Wake Up, and it feels like it's a huge burst of confidence and momentum from Zephyrion. This incredible, relentless aggression from the Warg player, but then runs into the wall. That is Magicrider is Mario, as is still spending the EX, getting some very good damage, and once again we are forcing our way towards the corner, but 7 BC, we called it earlier, this could be able to kill. No, not enough, does not spend the second EX, gets a little bit of a charge. Magicrider one touch away, and that touch has its name in 4 BC. Fantastic confirm from Zephyrion after the 5A. And that was just one round the difference in between. Zephyrion could tie things up. The mood drive to keep safe, but it still falls in the clutches of Magicrider.
Yeah, very risky move. What Zephyrion just did not work out for him either. Magicrider overtaking this one. Goes for a left-right situation there, expecting the backdash maybe. That's why he jumped away so far, went for the stomp. There we go. Zephyrion instantly uses it to punish, and what a great mash from Magicrider as well to hit Zephyrion here, trying to push him as far as he can into the corner and into a safe jump. Now you just have to respect everything. Nope, we do not respect your air attempts. We just go for the anti-air, dropping the combo. Of course, Zephyrion getting hit full screen. This is an OTG, so it's not the most optimal. Went for a left-right into the grab. Fatal counter, make sure the grab kills. And that means it is tied up in rounds in this final round. Zephyrion has 4 meter on deck against the 1 meter from Magicrider, but a full moon drive from Magicrider against a 0 moon drive from Zephyrion. There we go. Went for the overhead, hits both the Nun and Mario. And this is a nice okay situation for you.
What, the heat from Magic? Taking back the turn. That heat is still running out though, but oh, the patty! Damn, the clash frame saving Zephyrion right there. As it's still now the Warg player doing the damage, catching with the 2C if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of damage right there. Spends the EX, going to be still continuing the combo. Air throw, and then maybe another ring. No, gets another grab. This should be enough for Zephyrion to equalize the set. Wait, no, just doesn't go for the arc drive. Chooses to go for another one, and Magicrider is still alive. Moon drive is spent, but Zephy is still on the charge. Moon drive spent from Zephyrion as well. Final gas situation, the t.eap! Once again comes clutch. Zephyrion capitalizes on Magicrider trying to keep up the pressure. And from a 2-0 situation, Zephyrion wins 2 games straight to blow it back open. Damn, this is a very, very close set as well. And we're going back to the lobby. We did call this. Is Magic going for the coma though?
Telling you, the master of everything. Yep, as you called it, we do see a coma on the screen right now. This is a whole different beast for Zephyrion to deal with. Of course, Zephyrion actually does play Mario a little bit, so he knows the matchup. But against coma, there's no matchup. There's no matchup knowledge. There's only Monkey.
Very interesting as well, because of course, while Mario can kind of contest the range that Warg has, Koma has to get in, but of course the armor will allow Koma to get in. 4.2k damage as well. Coin jump! Oh, the shield immediately. Zephyrion panicking. I don't think Zephyrion was shielding once on Wake Up in the previous 4 games. And the Koma immediately is putting fear in Zephyrion. There's the OTG once again. Maybe 2 to see at the end of it. There it is, the armor install. But 6 to 3C from Zephyrion steals the corner situation. Into the heat as well. Some very good life to regenerate. Good jump on the moon skill grab as well. Has healed quite out. Clash frames on to be. Zephyrion comes out on top, but there is no bar to convert. But it's still now almost even on life. Oh, lashing into the armor, but there's the grab. Zephyrion on point with it. but drops a combo. Maybe a little bit of fumble for BC. Another one. We falling like the sky from meteors. The jump shield not punished, but there's a 2-ways from Magicrider that is bad on deck, but will not be enough to kill.
No, could barely not get enough for 3 meters. Of course, there is the grab instantly. There, Zephyrion was playing so well, but Koma just does not care how good you are. Alright, charging up full screen. There we go. Good jump in from Zephyrion, but did not believe. Went for the jump back instantly. Getting hit there. Being carried into the corner, of course. Zephyrion probably gonna offer 7 BC. Does not want to deal with anything that Koma is going to do. There must be an escape at one point. Alright, 4-bar on deck for him. Goes for the jump out. Nice BC. Thought this the 2C or 3C was still active, but it wasn't the case, so the shield was going to whiff maybe. Luckily he did not get punished. Alright, what are you gonna do? Shield here. Just make sure that he doesn't shield. Getting the mash out against this Koma, of course. Right now, trying to keep his distance. Magicrider steals the corner, but Zephyrion escapes. Rekka whiffs completely, and nice low against the jump in from Koma, but a little bit too far. And there we go, wake up situation, make it as safe as you can. No! The 5A hitting Zephyrion out of the sky. There was no respect anymore. Oh, I tried to grab it, but I saw it.
DP!
Yep.
Magicrider takes game number 5. That was a very good moon drive from Zephyrion, but when you think you had the round,
When you think,
DP.
it's done.
I mean, it's Koma. Koma doesn't think. That's the issue. But yeah, very good DP right there to close out the round, take back the advantage in the set. But Zephyrion is showing that they have very good knowledge of the Koma matchup. So let's see if Zephyrion will actually be able to level things up once again. Trying to keep Magicrider at bay, but then dash up 5A. Careful of those 3Cs. Still though, approaching Zephyrion, as we've seen time and time again, fearless in the face of any opponent. Good shield, and gets a grab as well, not a lot of damage. The skill though from Magicrider goes back into JC, does not though. This will be a lot of damage. Look at the damages go up. This is not even a counter hit. 4.8k, but 7 BC once again. Needs the landing. Magicrider though.
Oh! That's a counter hit. That's easy death. Yep. Spending both meter here. Of course, I think the biggest difference right now between these two players is Magicrider is able to play a very assertive game, while Zephyrion is just basically backing off constantly, trying to react to whatever Magicrider is going to do on this Koma, and that means you're always one step behind. That's exactly what Koma is so good at, right? Being the monster in the neutral. You would say neutral, but it's just the jungle. There we go, slapping her out of the air, no issue.
That was like a 360 no scope. He was spinning around and then just back fisted her, and just like that. Seems to be a lot of damage once again, not able to kill, but will probably believe Zephyrion. And a final guess for game situation, maybe coin jump. There it is, goes same side. Moon drive to keep up the pressure. Zephyrion, very scary situation, but still holding back. The shield from Magicrider was so unfortunate. Zephyrion had already committed in their mind to go for this 6-3C. Magicrider just with the stand shield coming out on top. And we're going for another 2-game burst for Magicrider. And it is potentially set point for the Koma player. The switch has definitely produced the desired effect. But Zephyrion has been playing really well. But as you said, Nick, it's feeling like Zephyrion is the one reacting to whatever Magic is proposing. So it's always going to be on the back foot for Zephyrion. Can they take the charge as it's still Magicrider opening up with another huge chunk of damage? 4k on the board straight away. Alright, went for the 7 BC just to create some distance between the two.
Barely did not convert. It was a little bit too high up. The shields going wide because the JB whiffed completely, of course. And as the copy pastas are happening in the chat right now, we go back to neutral. Never mind. Koma just jumps in. There we go. Pushes Walk into the corner with nice mash out. I believe with the 2C. There we go. Overtaking this game instantly. And now it is time to play the Oki game. Went for the jump back, maybe expecting a heat. There is R3 bars on Magicrider side, but he just does not need it yet. Alright, there we go, spending 1 meter for the Oki. This could be very bad because there's super armor as well. Wark has grabs, of course, but I think Magicrider knows that. Went for the 3C to punish Zephyrion and takes the round. Potentially the last round we will see of this set. Oh my, imagine adding super armor on the grab.
He infilled through the to t.eap. That was just godlike. Magicrider, that moondrive was fantastic as a set point for Magicrider right now. Zephyrion once again being beaten up. EX command once again chucked onto the ground. Final cares the blood heat though. Magicrider does not care. DP. The blood heat is running out. There's the OTG from Magicrider. 2-2C perhaps. No. Just going to keep at bay. Couple charges. And just like that, 2B clashes. Zephyrion is still alive though. Magic, wait for the very good blocks from Zephyrion. Jumps away on the command grab as well. But it's still very dire. For Zephyrion, this could be it. Magicrider doesn't even need the bar. We'll finish it 5 games to 2. What a set.
Yep, there's really only 2 words for this set. As my good friend FlashNo47 always says, le comportement. That's all you need to know. Le
What?
comportement. It means behavior. The behavior.
Okay.
That's it. We go monkey. There's not much else to say about Rexu, but I think with that, the grand finals are set. Of course, it will be Magicrider up against t.eap. One is the UFA winner, the other is the mix-up winner very recently. And of course, you see below them, it will be the set that will be first of these two. Zephyrion against King Rasta to decide who is going to be the number 3 of this huge tournament of 2BCU, of course. Sponsored by Streamplify and LC Power. But we will be heading into a break first. And then when we come back, it'll be Zephyrion against King Rasta. So stay tuned.
Third place, yes, with tripod as well.
All right, welcome back everyone to BC EU, the finals of Multi Blood type Lumina is here. Of course, we will be heading into a game where we will decide who is going to take the third place. Of course, the third place will also get some beautiful prizes like a USB mic, of course sponsored by Streamplify, and 17% of the Matcherino. So if you would like to add to these players' winnings, please exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat right now. Add some of a little bit of your money, of course. We all are here to watch these players perform, and money makes them perform even better. So if you have the time and the money to spare, please donate a little bit. It will all go to the players, of course. And Rexu, I see you have no camera right now, but what are your thoughts about this next match?
No thoughts, head empty.
As there is no Chroma on stream. Not yet. Not yet.
King Rasta and Zephyrion actually, they met in Womble finals. I think a couple of months ago. It was actually when you hosted it, Nick, when you did the Sonic Sounds. So yeah, going to be King Rasta collecting rings once again. Let's see, Zephyrion dishing them out. So two very strong players as well. Duking it out for third place. Only one of these players will get into the prizes. So it's unfortunate for the one who ends up in fourth place, but it's going to be a very interesting battle, I'd have to say. Considering that King Rasta won neck and neck while Zephyrion was started off quite strongly, was able to hold his own against Magicrider, but then unfortunately Magicrider just snowballed away. I do have to give the confidence advantage to King Rasta, because they definitely were able to almost take the whole set, while Zephyrion fell a little bit short. But once again, very, very strong players. Can't really tell which way this is going, as King Rasta starts off one very, very well. At a not a lot of damage, but still corner situation. There's a grab, maybe another one. No, there it is. Okay, very good start from King Rasta. The IAD good blocks from Zephyrion. Shield fail as well, getting some chip damage, but 4BC hits the mark. Unfortunately, cannot convert off of it.
Yeah, conversion though just now had a little bit too much of a bounce up, but there we go, getting a beautiful hit on Zephyrion. Of course, this will be ended with a C skill here. Spends that 1 meter to know for sure you are going to get the kill, get the round. Very, very convincing round win for King Rasta, and that is one way to head into this next round. Of course, Zephyrion getting a hit there, fatal counter out of the sky, and now it simply is the Oki into the mix-up, the dash behind into the grab. Very nice from Zephyrion. I don't think King Rasta will fall for that one again, but if it happens once, you got it once, and that's the most important part. Of course, armoring through the mash out from King Rasta. There we go, one more touch will do it. There you go. Zephyrion instantly gets a even more convincing round back.
As I've been the set so far, and as we like them as well, even more hype to see very close players doing it out. And again, the confirm after the needle with Moondrive, going to be making sure to maximize the damage. Almost had the corner as well, but still King Rasta does not care. Straight into Arc Drive. Okay, of course Moondrive is active. It's a lot of damage, almost 6k. Goes for the left right, but instead ends up with a grab, and goes for the overhead defense from Zephyrion, but a massive life lead from King Rasta. Zephyrion cannot convert though on the successful hit. Shield for BC out the way from Zephyrion. Nowhere unblockable for King Rasta. No EX to make sure to attain it, but it's still the Austrian Blood Heat is activated from Zephyrion. JC, no conversion though. The shield. Oh my god, King Rasta, nerves of steel. Never mind. Last arc coming through. And this will give the life lead to Zephyrion, I think, as well.
Yeah, as you said, the life lead was there, but the heat as well. I think Zephyrion knew he was gonna heat, but barely wanted to move forward, and then is what exactly when King Rasta said, here's the heat. Very well done by him, good mind games. Went for the walk-up grab, but psych, it wasn't. Alright, DP in the sky. It was safe, of course, because you land. But nope, Donuts will catch you out trying the 3C. GG.
Good stuff right there. It was all King Rasta at the start. But then that last arc triggering not just a huge amount of damage, but the comeback from Zephyrion, who was able to take the whole round and the game on top of it as well. So it's 1-0 Zephyrion breaking the dances. Oh, but King Rasta jumping over the rings like it was nothing. And once again, putting Zephyrion, this is just like game number 1, but 7 BC from Zephyrion, and just like that, Zephy is out of there. King Rasta being pushed all the way to the other corner. This should be enormous damage for King Rasta. Has a lot of bar on deck, which is not to spend the 3.7k meter less. Oh, misses the IAD, gives Zephyrion a chance to escape. Moondraft activation, counter Moondraft from Rasta. Again, the fatal counter from Zephyrion, but a painful drop, a little bit unfortunate right there. Too high on the hit. No punish on the shield as well, unfortunate for Rasta.
Alright, there we go, converting into the combo, but no, dropping it as well. Oh, went for the EX grab to cancel out the lightning dash up from King Rasta. What a beautiful way to counter it. Did not want to spend the meter to kill, but there we go, gets a kill anyway. Beautiful stuff from Zephyrion here.
So the fantastic stuff from the Frenchman right there, but runs into the overhead from King Rasta. Sends another needle, a little bit of a charge, getting some more bar. 3 bars and counting now. Low shield, no dice. Oh my god, the backdash from Zephyrion. Backdash in the corner in Melty is not something you see often, but Zephyrion made it work. There's the EX, I think the hard knockdown, BT, ring, IAD, but so far King Rasta's defense holding on strongly, but then getting mixed by the half charge 5B, 2B, just like that, sending another ring. More pressure, Moondraft spent from King Rasta, has to hold this block because Zephy is still sending in ring 6 BC. Oh, fatal onto JP, and just like that, Zephyrion adds another game on top of it. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and it just goes to show why you saw Magicrider switch from Mario to Coma, right? Yes, Mario was the winner of the mix-up, but it still wasn't enough to take down Zephyrion into BCU here, and just showing off why, yes, it was a 5-2, but he's definitely no slouch, taking an early lead against King Rasta, but we did see a 2-0 lead against King Rasta as well when t.eap was playing. So let's see what's going to happen here. There we go, picking up from the donuts, full screen, OTG, and then chucking some more rings, pressuring him into the corner. You have to block so much King Rasta, but King Rasta is so good at getting a way out, and there we go. Gets his way into getting damage on that walk, pushing you as far as he can into the corner, and there we go. Oh, went for the shield, interesting. Maybe DP? A 7 BC or something, yeah. Or DP.
Yeah. Call right there, but just like that, King Rasta giving up the turn for BC. No dice. Once again, tries another one. No moon available for Zephyrion. Shield BC. Unfortunately, though, King Rasta. Oh my god. We are flailing left and right. Rasta, though, catches the hit. There's 2 bars on deck. Goes for the DP to get the knockdown, but it's still, oh, catches a hit, but cannot really convert. IAD baits out the shield, but nothing to do. One throw away from that. Oh my god, wait, what was, try, wait, huh?
Yes.
Did Zephy go for the DP, but still got hit out of it?
It was probably the 3C instead. Because the startup kind of looks the same. Yeah.
I saw Invul though.
I mean, he didn't look Invul.
I know, that's why. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, Zephyrion though, having taken that close to heart, is going in on the charge. 4 bars of magic circuits now, willing to be spent, but Rasta goes over the low. Once again, going to be reducing the life deficit.
Yeah, of course. Oh, very low, high. Crazy that I just said that, but it is what happens in MLT, right? Went for an easy conversion, but a beautiful air-to-air that was challenging the ward. It's here airspace, but it just didn't happen. Went for a little heat bait there. Zephyrion just not biting, both going for the moon drive. There we go, going for the BC skill, instantly overtakes 4 meter on deck. We'll spend 1 for the hard knockdown. And there we go, BC DP just to challenge it. And this is going to kill. King Rasta takes a game for himself, 2-1. Oh, I love to see this.
So let's see. I mean, it was the case with Zephyrion against Magic. 2 games for Magic, 2 games for Zephyrion. So we'll see if Rasta will give Zephyrion a taste of their own medicine. Or will Zephyrion be able to pull ahead in this one as a very good air unblockable right off the gates to open up game number 4. There's the meteoring into the grab. Very well timed from Zephyrion. King Rasta receiving a lot of damage. Almost 50% of their life is gone already. Tries to jump after the 236. Still air unblockable. Very, very good load there from King Rasta. Very good height to catch it. Oh, this time 603C works. The OTG will not be enough, I think. Leaving King Rasta just 1 hit away. But 2C coming out of nowhere. And King Rasta uses the heat. Oh my god. The 4BC catches Zephyrion. No confirming to arc drive though. Still King Rasta with a minor life feed. Shield on the 4BC. Catches Zephyrion once again afterwards. And Rasta is now 1 round away from leveling things up.
Yeah, what a comeback that was as well. He's going from near death to just overtaking it off of just 1 air unblockable. Crazy. Alright, Needle against Donuts. I guess the Donuts will just dodge the Needle because there's like a hole in the middle. Alright, there we go again. Using more Donuts to find a way in. Goes for the air-to-air. Finally, the second one hits. And what a beautiful conversion that was as well. That was no fatal counter. Just went for the re-jump. There we go. Expecting the shield B, but then went for the wrong move to try and punish it. As King Rasta overtaking it once again. Still, the life lead is in Zephyrion's favor, but the map positioning definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun blocking against Roy in the corner. Excellent shield though, and Zephy works his way out of there. Cannot really convert after the 6C, but 4BC from Zephyrion. Once again, has to go for the EX. Not enough to kill. Does not go for another bar spend, but Rasta caught still pressing buttons. And it's 1 round apiece. Zephyrion to put 2 games in between Rasta to tie things up. Both players on 3 bars, but Zephy has Moondrive. King Rasta is just 1 speck of the moon meter. Needs 4 more for Moondrive. Zephyrion able to catch a hit. There's probably DX coming along. There it is. 3.6k damage into the O-Kick with shield on the ring though. But it's still Rasta. Finds a good hit in the corner. Maybe this will equalize the life situation. There's a lot of damage as well, almost 4k. Very good start from Rasta here.
Oh, DP. Just to get out. Oh, fatal counter with the donut. I think King Rasta thought he was already far and away beyond the donut, but nope. Oh. That's one way to end it. The warp drive finish right there.
6k damage. Clean.
She killed him by existing. Did you see that?
That puts 2 games in between once again. So Zephyrion preserving the 2-game advantage. A very, very good situation for the French player right here, of course, because it is a first to 5. So that means that, Zephyrion is just 2 games away from the win. And that will only facilitate the work for Zephyrion right there. 4.6k off of 1 single fatal counter, and King Rasta gets opened up once again. It's a lot of damage. Look at the numbers just go up sky high. 4.3k. The good tech on the grab, but 7BC. Nice once again though. The jump on the global catch. 5B. What beautiful timing from King Rasta, who's barely living right now. Does not pop the hit. Okay, never mind. He does. Oh my god. Wait. Was he going for the Pikachu charge?
Yes. It was grabbed instantly. We saw it earlier as well when Zephyrion just said, you know what, I'm just gonna EX grab it. it'll always win because it homes in on the opponent. So wherever you are, as long as you are in her path, she will grab you. Speaking of grabs though, it is King Rasta using them, but never mind, Zephyrion was completely done with your air dash potential. Always air dashing for the overheads. There we go. King Rasta said, I want to get out of this pressure. You're already very good at his fuzzy mashing, but I think Zephyrion is attempting, and it is working, to counteract the staggers, like frame trapping him. Let's see if it's gonna happen. Grab whiffing, jumped away. JB, no fatal counter. He was kind of banking on it. But there we go. Oh, went for the arrow blockable, but it didn't work out. And there is Zephyrion getting a clean win again. And suddenly, he's only one game away from taking the 3rd place. What needs to change, Rexu? Do you know?
It feels like King Rasta is trying to challenge at the worst times possible sometimes. Like, even that 5B, Zephyrion has been using it so well throughout this set, especially catching King Rasta a couple of times with it, faking like the charged overhead and going into the mid-charge low, or even just letting it rip straight away. King Rasta maybe needs a little bit more patience. We've seen their defense is quite good, but just like that, then Zephyrion is able to get the challenge for themselves. 3.6k, no metering, but still all the pressure in the world. Couple of rings, but King Rasta expected turn, sends in the EX, prepares the left, right, moon drive, and 7 BC again. What a fantastic confirm from the French player. That's a lot of damage again. Oh my god, look at all of these rings. 4.2k damage, metering. The clashes favors Zephyrion, but the shield BC does not. And a fatal counter for King Rasta. This would be a nervous damage, and back in the corner we go. Never mind.
Oh, never mind this heat though, as it gets shielded into the punish. King Rasta with a beautiful round win there. That's what we need to see if you want to make this comeback. We trust. Right, go ahead.
Ring gaming. And Zephyrion was playing really well, trying to keep the distance, but then as they approached, got clipped once, and King Rasta jumped in the combo, but still goes 3.4k damage. Now forced to block. Oh, caught pressing buttons again. Good shield on the charged 5B. But King Rasta once again takes back the initiative. Oh, catches Zephyrion. Very good delay on the needle right there. Good damage. Gets the air throw into the left-right safe jump. Good stuff right now. Good stuff from Zephyrion on the block. But King Rasta, oh, the stare down. And then King Rasta opens the dance. Is able to find a hit. One more touch should be enough. Trying to keep the distance. Trying to bait that hit. Look at the spacing from King Rasta. Excellent shield. But the re-shield goes against Zephyrion. Very good stuff from King Rasta, who is still not out of this. And it's 4 games to 2.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful turnaround from King Rasta. He definitely needed a win like this. Very convincing second round for him. Of course, he has to have that going for him in the upcoming few matches as well. Let's see what's going to happen. 7 BC round start. I am nice into a beautiful conversion of Zephyrion. Of course, going for 4.2 off 7 BC. That's kind of crazy. Went for the overhead. It was shielded very well. And there we go again. Just a nice fuzzy mash out of the pressure.
From there, taking back the turn, 4.1k damage, goes for a left-right setup instead, goes for a throw. IAD tries to catch the back dash, but Zephyrion landed just in time. King Rasta, still King Rasta on the charge, trying to force the issue. Good shield though, and 7 BC once again has been a huge difference maker in this matchup. Sets up the rings again. This is going to be a huge chunk of damage. 4.4k, no metering. Moon drive spend off from King Rasta, escapes the corner. The Moon DP whiffs, but it's still flailing. 4 BC gets stumped out, but JA fatal counter. King Rasta gets the full conversion as well. Sends the needle, dash into the heat to regain a lot of life. But Zephyrion wants to sends the rings stop that heal, but goes for the arc drive. A nice attempt. King Rasta goes over the low. Clash fish for King Rasta. And the Austrian somehow able to press the correct buttons and comes out on top.
Yep, King Rasta instantly going for the air-to-air. DP after the JB attempt, but there he goes. Zephyrion finds a way in, pushing King Rasta into the corner. Definitely will not be doing a wake-up DP here. A little bit too scared of it because Zephyrion knows in the back of his mind that yes, it is something that can happen from this Roa. But King Rasta is just a beautiful way to get out of the corner pressure. Of course, going for the dash BC skill into the grab. No conversion off of it. Barely whiffed it with the 2C. And King Rasta instantly here with the punish. Going from corner to corner. 4 meter on deck for Zephyrion though. So a little scared of the blood heat there.
Oh, he's scared of this damage about to befall their HP gauge. Never mind, there's a drop from Zephyrion. Still in the life with Doe jumps over the ring. Okay, this could be huge for King Rasta. Has 2 bars on deck, maybe 1 spent for damage. The second on hit, there it is, right as planned. And it's still King Rasta forcing the issue, sends in the needle, some chip damage applied, 1 more wrong guess, and it should be the round for King Rasta. It is, and that's 2 games back to back. King Rasta, 1 more game to equalize the whole set. Could be the comeback that we were waiting for, but Zephyrion is of course still just 1 game shy of closing the whole set.
Do you think this is the infamous scared to win thing?
It could definitely be. Zephyrion is quite known for being a self-down player as good as they are. So maybe the nerves, maybe the fear of winning, as you said, is a factor in this one. Couple of throws from King Rasta. There's the 5A match though, escaping the corner and putting King Rasta back into it. Spends the EX, hard knockdown. Meaty ring, not touching, but it's still corner situation. Zephyrion though ends up shielded. Fatal counter. Maybe the nerves are acting up. These reshields have not been working out for Zephyrion. King Rasta, 1 more correct guess for the round, but again, wake up 5A working out for Zephyrion. Has been really doing work for the Frenchman.
Ooh, the needle barely faster than the donut. Of course, Zephyrion wanted to play the keep away game. Ooh, went for 5B. Did not believe it would actually get the hit there, but there you go. Another grab into whiffing the confirm.
Yeah, I think some panic. Some panic here for Zephyrion, aiding King Rasta, who is just 1 round now from tying it all up from 4-1 to 4-4, and the challenge is successful for King Rasta, pushing all the way to the corner. EX needle, 4.1k damage, air throw, safe jump, and then more pressure. Catches Zephyrion, trying to press buttons this time. The 5A not going to be doing work. Instead, it is King Rasta doing everything. Air throw into safe jump. No, goes for a stare down to the delayed low, trying to catch Zephyrion, pressing buttons. The spacing is sick, but so is Zephyrion's challenge. 7 BC. And Zephyrion though, cutting a break, but it's still, oh, 1 more guess. Zephyrion guesses incorrectly. 4 BC from King Rasta. Somehow we are tied. Who could have seen this coming? This is anyone's game, but I have to give a huge momentum advantage for King Rasta. Nick, do you think King Rasta is going to be doing the undoable a couple of games ago?
Oh man, I'm a big fan of these comebacks and then getting stuffed at the very end. I'm a huge fan of that, but
What the hell? That's so mean.
it is mean, but it is the funniest thing. All that work for nothing, basically. But of course, I'm rooting for both these players because both of these players are very sick, very nice, awesome community members. But right now, luckily, it seems to be in Zephyrion's favor, at least this match. But as you said earlier, King Rasta has the momentum riding for him. The grab was jumped. That means the heat is safe as well. And now it's up to Zephyrion to get a catch again. But both of these players playing a little bit conservative now that is the final game. Everything matters.
100%. Every touch will be weighted worth in gold. As both players now really not wanting to be extending their time in the face of their opponent. There's the OTG from Zephyrion. Maybe one more touch. Oh my god, the forward tech. Not punished though. And now King Rasta gets a punish on the landing. Not going to be giving him the life lead, but it's still very valuable damage. Very small discrepancy of life between these two players. The pressure from King Rasta. Zephyrion trying to press buttons at the incorrect time. King Rasta somehow will be going on set point from 4-1 to Zephyrion to King Rasta. 1 round away from sealing the deal, sealing 3rd place. Will King Rasta be in the money though? Zephyrion wants to say something here.
Oh, the needle stabbing her right in the gut, being pushed into the corner. Zephyrion really on the backbone here. Oh, DP whiffing. That's exactly what you need as you are Zephyrion right now. There we go, making an optimal punish out of it as well. Getting the hot knockdown here. Potentially left-right situation. Nope, just being pushed into the corner. Wants to keep it safe. Jumping up, making sure you keep safe. Using BC, both of them escaping each other's pressure. Nice forward tech to escape it as well. Shield B again. DP going wildly somewhere else. It's not going to be a kill yet. There are 2 meters on deck for Zephyrion here. Would manage to kill because 3x grab. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Last round.
But last round, look at the resource discrepancy this time. 4 bars for King Rasta, nothing for Zephyrion. Okay, let's give Zephyrion a bar because it will be built up very shortly, but there's the first one. Rasta baits out the shield A, but no punish, but still is able to get a combo. But not a full one, but still catches Zephyrion once again in the sky. It's getting very ugly for Zephyrion. Spends another bar. There's the air throw. Left, right goes other side, but Zephyrion is still able to block. But it's still good tech on the throw. Again, shield on the needle. Zephyrion! Damn, very good patience on the jump shield from King Rasta and is able to punish right now. EX, and maybe that moment of panic for King Rasta might spell the end of them. There's another combo. Zephyrion will definitely get the life lead after this one, as well as Moondrive. This is very scary for both players actually.
Yeah, King Rasta knows that the heat bait was gonna happen there. Went for a jump and it simply worked out. 4 meter on deck, can spend a meter here, going instantly into the arc drive finish. And what a way to close out this first to 5 from a 4-1 deficit. He brings it back, winning it 5-4. King Rasta, just the master of clutch.
That was insane. King Rasta just never giving up. Coming out on top of this incredible set. 4-5. And that has to sting, of course, for Zephyrion. Had 4 chances to end it, but all 4 chances were just thrown away by King Rasta, who just kept on fighting very valiantly. And yeah, King Rasta very well deserved. Could have gone either way. Both of these players deserving the victory, but at the end it is who wins the games that matters, and King Rasta earns a very good 3rd place, which means that King Rasta is in the money and ruins the opportunity for a full top 3 frame. So at least the rest of Europe can at least have some sort of consolation, shall we say. But yeah, GG's to both of these players. A very hard season has ended for them. The last set is just on the way, but yeah, still like that set kinda left me speechless. I did not expect King Rasta to complete that comeback. Also, please stop the stupid puns in the chat. I hate them so much. They are worse than mine, and that's saying something.
They are very proactive.
I hate you, Nick. I mean, I did hate you before, but now I hate you even more.
I thought you were already like at the epitome of pure hatred. Also, I have to say, King Rasta, you also kind of ruined it for me because I had a sound effect ready for if you were defeated. Luckily for you, though, you didn't, because otherwise you would hear this. I have already.
Oh.
I'm kind of mad that you ruined this for me, but it's also very, very nice of you to get your third win of your third place, of course, getting a nice USB mic, sponsored by Streamplify, of course. Nice prizes, as well as 17% of the Magicrider. So again, if you want to support these players, go !Magicrider in the chat right now, and you know, donate some money, anything you have. But we are here going into the grand finals. It is going to be Magicrider up against t.eap, and it's very interesting characters that I have on my screen right now. I won't spoil it yet, but you can probably guess anyway. But it's going to be a fun matchup, I think, because I don't think I've seen the matchup yet, personally.
Okay. I think I've seen it a couple of times, and yeah, it doesn't end well for one of these characters.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Imagine, by the way, imagine not doing an exclamation mark giveaway in the chat right now. Imagine not wanting free stuff. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm too focused trying to get my camera to work, but okay. So actually, this is the set that we all missed out on at the mix-up. Somehow these players did not get to cross paths against each other, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'm stupid. But yeah, Magicrider and t.eap, two very, very strong French players, two of the best in the whole continent, without a shadow of a doubt. Let's see, who will be the one reigning supreme? Who will be the one in first place, getting the monitor, and who will have to be just happy with second place and with the case? And of course, both will have share of prize pool. There is a set prize pool and a Magicrider prize pool, so if you want to donate, now is your chance. Or maybe do it after the set, because we are live with the action of Magicrider immediately with a huge whiff punish, and Coma does not forgive DP from t.eap, but immediately just giving away the turn straight away. Magicrider is still bashing into the count. That's already more than 50% life lead for Magicrider.
Oh, the 3C on the shield whiff, of course, went for a jump shield, and it instantly got punished because there is landing recovery. I think when a certain person said stop the count, I think Magicrider took it a little bit too literally.
King Rasta in the chat saying it's top 3 and top 3 men characters in Multiblood. That's very rarely seen, but yeah, it is what it is. Sadly, no waifus to represent, but it's I mean, Coma can be seen as a waifu somehow, some way. Yeah, let's go. Magicrider though, getting a good confirm. The overhead not punished, and t.eap thinking a little bit about it, and ends up getting once again blasted by Coma. There's the EX, 4k damage. Again, the overhead hits the mark. Wait, is this going to be it? Magicrider almost building 3 bars. Yeah, this should be the correct EXs, 3C, excuse me, into the air DP. 2 bars were just enough. Magicrider put a comfortable game number 1.
Yeah, of course, if you are just joining this stream, right now it is PG-13, because the violence is going very, very wild. Coma on screen, battering up the count. There we go. t.eap's trying to overtake it. Went for a nice shield on the shield BC. Went for the entire follow-up and got the hit for himself. t.eap's, of course, being one of the best Coma players himself, knows the matchup better than anyone else on the planet.
That is something that I'm curious about. Will we see the Coma brought out from t.eap? We did see Coma brought out at Mix-Up, so we'll just have to wait and see if the going gets tough. Maybe the Coma has to be brought out. DP whiffs, however, Magicrider will still be slamming away the damage. There's the charge command grab, the OTG, not going to be enough to kill, not even the 2-2C install coming out, the EXDP! t.eap once again playing straight to Magicrider's hands. Magicrider has not had a lot of work on the defensive to do it. Once again, the 5A on round start. This is so far, it's a steamroll, honestly.
He was watching the game against King Rasta. t.eap really likes to go for the wake up super when he has 3 meter. And that is why Magicrider simply jumped, went for a crazy punish. Oh, there we go. t.eap's getting a nice punish on the instant block attempt from Magicrider. OTG there, delaying his wake up. No damage. Oh, there we go. Backdash into 2B. It works on everything. It's an anti-air, it's an anti-approach, it's everything. Oh, went for the cheeky. Oh no, armor. Oh.
Haha, 2C, haha.
Haha.
Yeah.
Haha, I'm good.
Yeah, Magicrider starting to snowball in this one. 2-0. We'll see. Haven't seen a 5-0 today yet. Are we going to see it?
No.
The last set, I don't think we will. I mean, t.eap is a fantastic player. Oh! There it is, good confirm of the laser. Oh my god, we're jumping about, and just like that, t.eap a little bit shy to try to force the advantage, gives off the turn, but still is able to take it back. It's a very good IAD. Drops a combo though. JC from Magicrider whiffs, another one whiffs, another one hits the mark, but it's on block. And now Magic on the break. 3C is the mark, and that's going to be another chunk of damage. Maybe the EX command grab to end it. There it is. 4k damage, and still more pressure. OTG to see, there it is, and now t.eap. Oh, DP though, but no EX, does not break the armor.
Yep, truly said DP these nuts as he's going wild on t.eap right now. Spending 1 meter.
Oh, the spacing once again. Magicrider baits out the heat, and it's yet another round. Has t.eap won a single round in this set? I don't think so, honestly.
There we go, getting a nice counter hit, no conversion, went for the walk-up grab, and there we go, into the low. Magicrider not doing anything against it. Just having to take the mix up. There we go, Moondrive into, respecting it for once. Is this an unoptimal coma? There we go, that was the optimal coma, but t.eap knows exactly that you can press buttons there. Dropping the combo, 3 meters on deck from Magicrider. Wow, went for a dive kick, crossed him up.
He hit the hat.
Yeah.
He hit the hat. And oh no, t.eap was so close to getting around with Magic. Has 3 bars, goes for the coin jump, good Moondrive from t.eap, but it's still on the defensive side. The overhead, oh, the Moondrive DP, and then committed to the lane. Oh no, I think that is a dead count, because the arms rack is just waiting to happen. Enjoy! My voice is already dead enough, I don't need to scream this.
What do you mean? We're gonna see it many more times, so you will be screaming it.
It will not be many more times, there's only potentially 2 games left.
Don't remind me.
Edamondantes.
I mean, Rexu, let's be real. You meme on coma, but let's face it, you either consider wanted or actually did go to a room, and when you were sure no one was watching, you made the Dienjo pose while imagining you hold someone by their face, lifting them up in the sky in burst of flames.
Yes, I was imagining you bursting into flames.
That's a weird kink. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna feed you into it.
I'd like to enjoy you. I mean, what do you mean? That's not a kink. EX from Magicrider, 4.2k damage with a charge into the 3C, of course. Guaranteed to instill fear in your opponent. and Teeps is overwhelmed not just by fear but also by this incredible Magicrider coma. But Teeps finally finding a very good hit. Drops the combo, could have gotten them a safe heat, but it's still Teeps on the charge. Good punish on the whipped EX command grab. Magicrider a little bit too ambitious with the spacing, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Teeps 4.5k into the safe heat activation, but went too early with the meaty. And Magicrider punishes him so hard. And it's everything going downhill for Teeps. Push pressing into the armor as well. Oh no.
Yep. There's nothing you can say against it. Like, once you press and special against Coma, holding the grab with armor, you don't goofed it up, because there's nothing that is going to save you from that. BC grab into the follow-up. Look at the damage. Unreal from just a grab. Screaming.
Is this going to kill? Die injured. 69 seconds. Nice. Jesus Christ. And that's 4-0 for Magic. Teeps, switch to Coma, please. Teeps.
Yeah, we need it.
Teeps, listen to me. Teeps, no!
I would do
at least Vlov! Like, Teeps has a very good Vlov. McDonald's Vlov.
Oh, he does. He wants
yeah,
to keep the parrot, though.
Sticking to the guns. And we'll see. I mean, we've seen a 4-1 comeback. Maybe Teeps just wants a 4-0 comeback.
I think that was optimal punish situation, but it doesn't matter. Gets a punish for himself anyway. There we go. We need Teeps. We need at least one win. You cannot go down 5-0. There's no way. All right. Went for the heat bait. There we go. Getting to see it whiffed out. It has 2 hitboxes. 2 separate ones, but fell out anyway. All right, there we go. EX to get... Oh my... I thought he would jump back, but I guess he wasn't high enough anymore when he actually inputted the backdash.
Maybe he was high enough. You know what I mean? There's the OTG from Magicrider.
So bad.
Oops. The overhead whips. And it's still Magic. Spends the X. Good shield. Oh, the commander, but it's gonna win because it was airborne. And Magicrider, Moondrive spent, going in for the kill, trying to build a third bot. Not going to be enough. The 3C not punished from Teeps. And it's still one last guess. Good block. Oh, the clash frame, still no punish. But Teeps finally taking the first round of the set somehow. It's 5 games in, it is 11 rounds in, and that is just the first one that Teeps has won. This is incredible from Magicrider.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, and Teeps finally got himself a start. There we go, going for the low to mash out of the pressure that Magicrider was performing. Goes into the air, goes for the knockdown here, left-right situation. There we go, stayed same side, but Magicrider had a very good backdash to escape the pressure, but Teeps finds a way in once again, spends 1 meter to give himself the same situation as just now, expecting a DP, maybe went for the laser. I think the DP would have gone through. There we go. I think I saw a 2 or 3C. The laser punished it, but it doesn't matter. Coma be Coma.
I think we expected a wake up EX command grab reversal, which was smart from Teeps, but Magicrider did not go for it. Oh, there's the safe heat, but still getting clipped low. And Teeps, okay, Teeps just building the storyline here. It is 4-1 now. It was 0-4. Let's see if the comeback could actually be a possibility. It was a very solid game from Teeps, actually not really giving Magicrider any space to do anything. So maybe it might happen here.
Oh, trading, but it was a fatal counter in Teeps' favor, but there was no conversion off of it. Nice jump in from Teeps. Finds Magicrider on the dome. Of course there is... Oh, never mind. No Oki for you. No mix-up for you. We just DP against it. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. Going for the heat, knowing that the backdash would be too slow there. Very nice from Teeps. And finds a way in as well.
Very smart catch from Teeps right there. No Bardo to get the EX, but still solid damage. Good defense as well on the challenge from Magic. No punish on the overhead. The laser, not enough to confirm, but it's still solid life lead for Teeps, who is keeping the distance very smartly, but still jumps, gets hit by the JC. Magicrider trying to force the issue. Teeps with the 2C. Moon drive to keep safe after the slide. And then laser. Good shield BC from Teeps once again. And this should be the round. And it is. That is 3 straight rounds for Teeps. And the momentum slowly going on the French count player here. The parrot is actually working out.
Yo, the first 4 games were download? Let's find out though. Oh, mashing against the armor. There is no way to escape that. Went for the 3C into the Rekka. Pressure, yep, the super armor was still there. Not anymore, but he will potentially reset his super armor here. Does not opt to go for it. Went for the low. It was jumped by Teeps, cleanly escaping the corner now. The heat, full screen, punished by Teeps. Good awareness, just running in the moment he saw it happen. The entire heat has been nullified. No more meter on Magicrider's side. Backdash on the grab there. Teeps in a very good position, but there's still no life lead. Good walk under, and the spacing on that one was immaculate, finding a way in again. Magicrider trying to dash in, Teeps saying, nope, this is my game. Potentially a last touch situation. There we go, dropping the combo that could have ended it with the super. Does not go for it, but there we go, 5B into just cleanly finishing it off. Finish him.
Damn.
Game number 2.
2 games, 4 rounds straight. Magicrider returns to the room. Okay.
Do we see Mario?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a different character.
my wild guess is that he will actually pick Count as well. Okay, never.
So I was going to say Vlov, but I was like, why would he pick Vlov against Count? But yeah, full screen gaming about to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, prepare your pillows, because I think Magicrider is going to put this to bed. Plus Vlov gameplay, by the way. But yeah, jokes aside, it's a set point, of course, and let's see, Magicrider maybe will take a while to warm up. Maybe it's a little bit cold.
It's Fire Vlog.
Shut
He's
up!
already warm.
Shut up. We'll just have to wait and see. Unblockable. Okay, Magicrider's Vlog definitely going in for the game, going in for the kill. A lot of damage of this combo as well. Air throw, save jump. Just like that. Look at Teeps' life bar already down more than half. Oh, it's a hit.
Shut up, so.
Jesus, that's a perfect from Magicrider. Good. Just like that. It is set point for Magicrider with a perfect, stopping the run of momentum from Teeps. Oh my god, it's just going downhill for Teeps right now. This Vlov pick definitely working out.
Yeah, of course, laughing at your misery. 2C, though, opens up Magicrider once again. Teeps trying to find a way in, trying to even it out, because, as you said, Magicrider being on set point is very dangerous. The heat blasting him into the corner, where you do not want to be. The sword barely whiffed, as very good for Teeps. Of course, it is in his favor. Oh, tried to find out where Magicrider was gonna land. That tried to go for the air unblockable, did not work out. Magicrider was gone. And gets a hit for himself into a full combo, of course. Oki situation, backdashing it instantly. Air-to-air attempt was nullified. And now we just try to find a way in. You would say Teeps tried to find a way in, but it was Magicrider doing so. And he's there in your face. At the perfect space as well to bait heat, bait DP. Nothing is going to happen. There we go. Magicrider cleanly finishes it off and wins 5-2, taking game number 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the final game as well. He is your winner of 2BCU. Right after mix-up as well, it is his week.
I think that was a very, very sad misinput from Teeps. I think he wanted laser, ends up getting DP. The curse of 2-6 and 6-3. Yeah, it is what it is, and Magicrider comes out on top. t.eap's mounting a very, very small comeback, but enough to at least not be a 5-0. But still, fantastic showing from all 4 contenders today. Magicrider, of course, did not need to confirm they were the strongest player, winning mix-up 2 days ago, winning the Challenger League today as well. A lot of winnings for Magicrider. So, of course, congrats to everyone playing today, and congrats to the top 3 who in order are 3rd place for King Rasta, 2nd place for t.eap's, 1st place, of course, Magicrider. As we saw, a very good season coming down to an end, but we will not end without the words of the protagonists themselves. So I would like to welcome back all 4 players in voice chat, and Spotty, of course, for the last interview before we switch to the next game, to the next finals of today.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, the first person has joined. We see them joining in right now. But what a wonderful set of games there were right now, as well as like looking back on the tournaments. There were so many upsets in the earlier tournaments as well, and then t.eap's going through the last chance qualifier and actually getting 2nd is actually a huge achievement. But we can start, I think, with the players that just joined. Welcome, King Rasta and t.eap's. Spottyland, of course, here already to translate for Magicrider as the champion. Magicrider just joins. Congratulations, Magicrider, for winning the tournament. What are your first thoughts now?
Content d'avoir gagné, hein, tout simplement. C'était pas si facile que ça, malgré ce qu'on pourrait croire avec les scores, mais je suis bien content d'avoir gagné.
To put it simply, he's happy to have won. Despite the scores, it's actually been closer than expected for him. So yeah, just happy to win today.
Yeah, of course, and it's kind of sore to talk about your very fresh loss, of course, t.eap's. Still, you did wonderfully getting 2nd at the 2PCU tournament. How do you feel?
Bro,
Dumb question, but I have to ask.
Just give Notice a 5 frame, please. I'm tired of getting bashed out. No, honestly, it was fun. I took a way long to adapt to Kuma. Like that was way longer than expected, because usually I kind of know what to do as the character, but it's just like it's, I don't know. I was just slow there. That was just on me.
Okay.
So, yeah,
can I ask you
props to
something?
Magic.
Since sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
Seeing that you kind of were the original, or one of the original Komas in you, and then you switched off, and Magicrider has kind of picked up on Koma. Do you see as Magic playing the same style as yourself, or maybe a little bit different, which is maybe you felt a little bit slow in adjusting?
Wait, you're talking about my Kuma versus you're comparing my Kuma with his Kuma, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We play differently. Like, I don't know how to put it, but I play way more aggressive, and of course I don't block. Like, I just press 2C on wake up, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't do the same low keys as well. So, yeah.
It always works out. Of course, King Rasta is here as well. Congratulations on winning your match as well, getting 3rd in this tournament. How does it feel getting that huge comeback?
Bit better. So yeah, I think I slowly got back in, but I think like at the last hit, in the 4-1 when Zephyrion was in front, I was pretty on the edge, but then I started switching. Finally, after like 10 matches, I finally started switching up my shield game a bit, and also my approaches, and just turned everything around, and I kept the momentum going. I found out the good spots again, when to mesh out, when to hold it, I still got hit by a lot of stray hits, but it got better defense-wise, so that also helped me, and yeah, I managed to. Like honestly, I didn't really fully expect to come back. I just kept playing. I was like, okay, 2-5 is good too. Oh, 3-5 is nice. 4-5. It's like and until I actually won the last set.
Yeah, it was a crazy comeback. Of course, looking back on this entire tournament series, Magicrider, what are your thoughts about the experiences that you've had during all of these series?
Pour la plupart du temps, ça allait à peu près bien. Après, je suis pas super fan du format des finales, mais bon, on s'habitue en tant que joueur. De toute façon, on est obligé de s'habituer à tout type de format. Donc, mais c'est vrai que FT5 single élimination, je suis pas très fan, je dois avouer, mais en général, les tournois sont plutôt bien passés, quoi.
So the tournament went well. It was good at first. He's not a big fan of the finals format. I think even the phase before when it was the score
Round
mattered.
robin.
Or the group
And yeah, the
stage.
round robin and the score mattered like that. But also FT5 single elim is like a bit weird for him. But as a player, he knows he needs to adapt to the format, so it's fine, and it went well mostly, so it's all good.
Of course, same question to Teeps.
Honestly, the first of fives were like okay for like the top four in my opinion. It's just I agree with the round robin. I don't really like that kind of format. If you're gonna round up 8 players, might as well just make one big bracket. FT2 until grand finals and losers finals that are FT3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just following the normal tournament style, you mean?
Yeah, because we had to wait another 2 weeks just to get this top 4 going.
Yeah, I can understand that. Do you agree, King Rasta?
For me, I don't mind the first to 5 single elimination. I mean, it's a bit more stressful, obviously, because you have to take every match. With the round robin, it's a problem that I've talked about with some other TOs also, where with that format, usually the big issue is that there is not really like that big grand final payoff. It's like, okay, last set, and depending on how the score is, the last set, it's possible it doesn't really matter that much anymore. I think round robin actually, like, it's difficult. It's great for beginners, but I think if you have already like the top 8, I don't think it's that great. Because like for beginners, okay, they can enjoy it because they get to play more games and stuff. For if you're better, then okay, you already know what's going on, and you're used to handling a bit more stressful. Okay, if worst case you only get like 2 matches and that's it. But what I can say is because I participated in like one Xrd league a few years ago.
Yeah.
Is that at least the first tournament sets, like the first qualifiers, have been much better, much faster. Like back then, there was way more waiting time, and that got sped up more quickly because it's just letting people run through the bracket faster and focusing on only streaming to start a few really important matches instead of starting with the stream way too early and clogging the time up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my opinion.
Rexy, honor is yours.
So we could go like in the order of top 3 to not like repeat the question. So this weekend, of course, was Mix Up. Fantastic event. I think pretty much the multi scene showed itself to offline and showed what it's all about, which is fantastic. So looking at the remainder of the year, of course, Headstompers in a couple of months, Hessing Crash versus Fighting. is there any event which you are eyeing to join at the moment? Maybe even have booked tickets for it, or know that are attending, but still haven't decided yet.
Although are you asking this question to all of us, or
Yeah. So you can reply as you wish.
I'm probably gonna attend Revel. Most of my friends are over there, so it'd be nice to see them again. That's basically it.
So for me this year, I'm currently eyeing Headstomper. Great event, but I don't think Melt is announced for that. So
Nope.
I can still recommend it if you get the chance to go there. Besides that, I'm going to Evo this year. So that's it.
Wait, you're going to Evo? You're going to Evo? Well,
Yeah,
nice.
I already registered and got the flights booked, so that's pretty much
Nice.
fixed.
Okay. So
Good luck then.
we'll send you our strength collectively.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Magicrider. Are you looking forward to any upcoming events?
Malheureusement, je pourrais pas trop me déplacer cette année, donc je vais pas faire de tournoi avant un moment. Mais en tout cas, j'espère que Melty va continuer et qu'on aura plein de tournois et que ça va être cool.
Yeah, I think most people already know the situation. He can't really travel for Melty right now or in tournament until at least next year. But he's hoping Melty is still gonna be represented in most tournaments and hopefully entering once it happens.
Yeah, most likely we will see it back at the mix-up at the very least. So again, again, huge congratulations to our top 3. In order, Magicrider number 1. Second is going to be t.eap, and your third is going to be King Rasta. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And
thanks.
Yeah, see ya for hopefully next season of 2BCU Melty. Let's pray to Sinjul that it'll happen. And of course, thank you, Rexu, for being my co-commentator tonight. Do you have any last words before we go into Guilty Gear excerpts?
As usual, if you enjoy the commentary, drop follow. My Twitter is just below. And yeah, of course, my prayers are just the same. That season 7 of Challenger League does in fact include Multiblood as well. It has been a wonderful journey, honestly, and I hopefully we get Multi again. And yeah, to everyone who maybe not in the community, definitely play Multi. Definitely a sick game, honestly. One of the best fighting games on the market right now. But Nick, if you want to show something, go ahead.
Of course. If you are in the chat, I saw a few saying, oh, Melty actually looks like a very cool game. It absolutely is. If you want to learn this game, join discord.gg/Lumina, which is LEUMENA. Very good place for beginners and very professional players as well. Everyone just helps each other. Play Multiblood, like Magicrider says in the chat right now. That's all I want to shill. Of course, my Twitter is down below at NickVCommentary. You can follow me there for more Melty news, of course. And again, follow at Rexu. Follow the players, follow Sinjul. Thank you so much for hosting Multiblood, of course, all the other TOs in the back that you don't hear of. Thank you all so much. Tiramisu, for example. So we will be taking a very short break, and then when we return, it will be Lapses and Toast Senpai for commentary on Guilty Gear excerpts. So stay tuned.